Hi friend, today we're gonna have a more traditional episode in which I'm going to talk to you about everything that I knit and crochet this month, my visit to Sacred Sheep, which is a very fun fiber festival here in Portland, Oregon, my acquisitions, what I got there. And if you like this kind of videos, stay tuned. Friends, welcome back if you have been here. If you haven't, I'm Tassi. I'm from Brazil and I have lived here in the Pacific Northwest for a very long time with my husband, my kids, my grandson, and our dog, Mel. Today we are going to talk about knitting, crocheting, the festival, the acquisitions, but I am going to divide this episode. I'm going to start with what I knit and finished and what is on my needles. Then I'm going to do all the crochet projects, the finished objects, what is on my needles. So if you don't want to watch one or the other, you can skip to the crochet area and it's not going to hurt my feelings. But if you are one that likes to knit and crochet, then stay here with me for both of them. Today we are going to start with a finished object to me, but unfinished because I did not do the sleeves, and that is my Ovis sweater. I did the Ovis sweater on for me to wear to the Sacred Sheep Festival, and I decided, I actually, to be honest, wasn't able to finish the sleeves. But first, let's do a little bit of information on this one, and then I will tell you the modifications and how I did mine. I'm going to start by saying that all of the projects that I'm talking about here today, if it was not self-drafted by me, I am going to have the project on a bundle on my Ravelry, and you can go there and check my Ravelry bundle named episode 52, November of 2025. So I'm going to start with the Ovis sweater by Caitlin Hunter from Boyland Knitworks. And this is such a gorgeous sweater. And you can see I've always wanted to have a sweater that had the little lambs on them. And I feel that this is absolutely perfect for what I wanted. Caitlin Hunter published this sweater in August of 2025. And it is, the yarn that she suggested is the Ritual Dyes Marona, which is a DK yarn. And the needle size suggested for this project is a US 7, which is a 4.5 millimeters, and a US 5, which is a 3.75 millimeters. She suggests that you need between 855 to 1,905 yards, which is 782 to 1,742 meters, depending on the size that you made, because she has this going from a chest circumference of, she has from size 1 to size 9, suggesting a chest circumference of 32 to 68 inches, or 81.5 centimeters to 172.5 centimeters. So it's a great range of sizes. I did mine on a size 2 because I didn't want to be too tight, and my intention it was the whole time was to probably just make a vest, because I was wanting to do the to be able to wear with different shirts and not be so hot. One thing that I think, that's why I said is a unfinished object, is I think I am going to do a rib here on the sleeves to be a little bit more well finished, but even the way it is, I'm very happy with it. I liked, and so I will talk to you a little bit about the modifications that I made, which were not very many. The first one is that I did not do the sleeves, but I also did not do a rib here, and I made mine a little bit longer. I was supposed to close, I think, here, and to be honest, it was by mistake. I did one extra of this on the back, so I had to do the same thing on the front to match and pick up for the body. And now that is like this, I actually enjoy, and I still have to pick up and do the with the ends, but I think that it ended up pretty good. I am not even sure if I'm going to put a rib on the neck either. The sweater has that, but I am very happy with how it is. It was very nice for me to wear at the festival, and I wasn't too hot, which usually when I go to some of these things, it makes me feel a little bit too hot because there's too many. There's a lot of people there, but I was so happy with this, and I think I'll be able to wear with a white shirt underneath, with a black shirt underneath, or any other color I can wear with a collar shirt. So overall, I'm very, very happy. I forgot to say that this pattern costs $9 US. So it is a pretty reasonable price for how much work the designer had to put to do this sweater. The next pattern and the next thing that I finished, which is the last thing that I finished this month, is something I started last month, but I still have some things to do to finish off on this test knit, but I overall am also very happy with it. And as you're going to notice, I am on a kick with making vests and really enjoying that. I don't know if it's because I don't enjoy so much making the sleeves on sweaters, or if it is because it, in a way, it's more versatile for me to have vests, and I did not have any. So this is the Miamba sweater and vest by Beth McDonald Stone, and I am going to tell you a little bit about it. The first thing is this sweater, which is a sweater and vest. You can do both ways. It was published now in November of 2025, and I did it as a test knit. Beth is so understanding. I started this test knit before I went on a trip for 2 weeks. Then I came back and I got sick a little bit, and I wasn't able to do the test knit the way I usually like to, which is to start in the very beginning so I can have more suggestions for the designer. But as I have told you before, if you have been here before, I have test knitted for Beth, and she is a fabulous designer, and I usually am not even able to really find anything that needs revision other than a few suggestions. And because I went on a trip, a few people had already made the suggestions that I would have made, and I think that I basically was able to just tell her how I knitted, and for me it was a fabulous test to do again. She have made hers, and the yarn that she suggested are the Chelsea Lux Cobblestones, the Diamond Lane Big Birdie, which is what I made mine with, and then the La Bien-Aimée Big Kumo. She suggests that you use a bulky yarn or yarn held together to make a bulky weight yarn. The gauge is 12 stitches and 18 rows. And she suggests that you use US 9, US 10, and US 10 and a half. And it's basically because you're going to use the US 9 for the rib on the top, and then a US 10 for your body of the sweater, and I think the 10 and a half was for the sleeves. I opted for the vest on mine. She suggests 438 to 1018 yards for this pattern, and the sizes available range from 35 to 70 inches, which is 89 to 178 centimeters. The pattern's available in English, and it sells for $9 US. On mine, I also made a little modification in which I did the turtleneck that she suggests, which is this pattern has several different design features, and you can have two necklines, a crew and a fennel like neckline, two lengths, which cropped or full, two hems, ribbed or rolled, and sleeves or sleeveless options. And that is absolutely amazing to me. I made a little modification. As I said, I made the funnel neck, but instead of doing 1 by 1 rib, which I think is what Beth suggests, I really wanted to have a neck that it was a 3 by 1, so that's what I did. I wanted a vest with that rib, and then I did the same rib at the bottom, so it was more so it matched. So this is my Miamba sweater. Until November 28th, Beth has a sale that she gives 20% introductory discount, and the pattern is already at a really good price for so many options that you get on the pattern, but it's kind of nice to have a option to have a discount. So if you like this one, I highly suggest that you hurry and get that so you can get the discount also. The next thing that I've been working on, that I am doing the two-tone twist, which is a cowl by the fabulous Leslie Friend, and I am making mine with Magpie fiber DK, and I will tell you the color in a second. And this is the yarn, and it was one of the colors for the Sacred Sheep in and it was one of the festival colors for the Flock and Fiber Festival this year, and is the Magpie Fibers Swanky Socks. The name of the color is Flock, Lock, and Drop It. I absolutely love this color, and in a different episode I have already told you that I was thinking about making just one color, because I actually kind of wanted to use the whole ball of yarn, but I think I am going to stop now I have a different yarn, which I am not sure if I have here. And oh, I do. And is this. I am going to use Double Sunday, which I think is going to be perfectly fine with this yarn. And this color is here to do the second color. And I think I am pretty ready to pick up this color here. And this is the Double Sunday, a Petite knit color. And the color is Camel 2542. And here it is, and here's the color. I think the sun is a little bit on the screen. Okay, I hope that it's better now. And the next thing that I am doing, and that it's on my needles currently, is the Elements hat. This hat is done by AOP Designs, and it was published in December of 2021 and the suggested yarn here is the Ikigai Fiber Chibi Paka Chunky, and that is the yarn that I am using. And you can see on the pictures, I bought this also at Flock and Fiber at the Ikigai Fiber booth. And I bought the kit. I have talked a little bit about it on another episode, and it came on this very cute bag. I have already winded all of the balls, so I don't have one that is not winded, but I can tell you that this is an absolute pleasure to work with. It feels like you are working with a cloud, and it is the color is French vanilla, and it is the Chibi Paka Chunky by Ikigai Fibers, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% baby alpaca. And I am using a size 9 needles. I have already done what it says to do with this here. It's a double brim. So now I'm ready to start decreasing, and I'm going to be finishing this hopefully by next week, because this will either be a Christmas gift to one of my kids, or it's going to be a Christmas gift for myself. I am going to talk a little bit about the pattern. As I said, was published in December of 2021. The yarn that you use is a bulky yarn, and the gauge is 4.25 stitches and 5.75 rows to 1 inch. And the suggested needles are US 8 and US 9. You need approximately 130 to 135 yards, which is 119 to 123 meters. And there's one size only for this hat, which is an adult medium. And the pattern is published in English, and it costs $5 US. So I think it's a really fun pattern that you can make even for a Christmas gift if you want to do that still. And it's super fun. I am having a lot of fun, and it's super quick, so I can work on it a little bit in the mornings and have fun with it. I also started, and it's on my needles, my Christmas sweater. I tried to do a Christmas sweater for the last few years for myself, and last year I bought this pattern. Well, I actually bought the yarn, and they were giving the pattern free last year because it was the Wool Folk anniversary last year, their 10-year anniversary. So I bought the yarn and I got the pattern for with the yarn. And I will tell you a little bit about this sweater and show you some pictures, which is published by Wool Folk, and it was designed by the Wool Folk design team. And it was published last year in November of 2024. The suggested yarn is the Wool Folk Tauve, which is this, and I got it on this beautiful bright red, and the color is T as in Tom or Tauve 20. This yarn has 173 yards or 158 meters per 100 grams, and the gauge is 14 to 16 stitches and 26 to 28 rows, and the needles are US 7 and US 9, which are 4.5 and 5.5 millimeters. I am so excited to have this and to be able to wear it. Christmas Eve is going to be, we are going to be hosting Christmas Eve this year, and I hope that I can finish to be able to wear on Christmas Eve. The pattern suggests for you to have between 1,150 and 2,400 yards, 2,400 yards, or 1,052 to 2,195 meters. The sizes available are 1 to 9. It's written in English, and it's available for $10 US. I am right here with mine, and look at this cute little yarn marker that I have. And I am about to finish. I'm increasing for sleeves, and after I finish this, I'm going to be doing the front. It's knit top down. After I finish this, I will knit the front, then I will join them together and knit on the round. So I have just started this, but I am super excited that I'll be able to have my Christmas sweater finished for this year. So I think that's what I have been knitting and what I finished, what is on my needles. And now I am going to talk a little bit about my crochet projects. And I'm going to start with something that I am actually making a video to post later, probably next month. My daughter bought this hat, which she saw it and she asked if I could make it for her. And I told her that for the price that she was able to buy, it was at a market that I was not going to be able to even buy one yarn to make this. So she bought the hat, but then last week, Sunday actually, this past Sunday, she asked me if I could make one for her with more wintry yarn, and if I could make it exactly the same, but just all in one color. And friends, let me tell you, when my daughter likes something and she asks me to do it for her, I will drop everything and start making it. And I was able to make this hat for her. I started Sunday around lunchtime and I finished Sunday evening. I am very fast at crocheting, and I self-drafted just by looking at that other one that she had. I usually don't really love how hats look on me, but I wanted to show you because I think it turned out so cute, and I think that it's just going to look absolutely gorgeous on her. And I don't have a pattern, of course. I just pretty much self-drafted and repeated from something that she bought, but it doesn't look like was too hard to make, so I took a chance and I recorded the whole process, so this way if later you want to make one, I will have the process of making this. I will not be making a pattern because I'm pretty sure that there might be something similar already available out there, but I did want to show the process, so I'm going to have that to show you. The next thing that I want to show you is Moan from Dyes. She has a YouTube channel here on YouTube, and she also has she's also on Instagram. She's also on Ravelry, and she has a pattern for a very, very cute shawl that I really wanted to make for myself. And that is the Granny Stripe shawl. And on Ravelry is by Crochet Object. So look at this and look how cute that is. She published this pattern in September of 2024, so September of last year. She used Filcolana Arwetta and Hedgehog Fiber Sock. And I think that you can also, as I mentioned on my last video that I had just published last week, you can also make that with scraps, and I think it would be just as cute. This project is it's like a timeless top-down project and double crochet clusters, and it is very, very cute. She suggests that you use a hook size of 3 millimeters, and you need approximately 273 to 328 yards of yarn to make this, which is between 250 and 300 meters. She published this in US terminology in English, and it is $6 US. I have started mine, and she also has a knit along going right now, and I decided I have had this yarn for a very, very long time, and I have a feeling that is Lang yarn, but I have had it for so long, and pardon me, I have to take one of the balls out of a plastic bag. I have had this for so long that I don't have the labels anymore. But I have decided that I'm going to make mine with this yarn, because this way I think it's going to make really pretty stripes, and it has been on my stash for probably 10 years, and it's going to feel super good to know that I am able to finish it and do that with this yarn and use the yarn. So this is another thing that it is on my needles right now. The only finished object I had, well, I will show you something else that I finished some, but I'm still going to make some more, so it's not completely finished. But that is one of the things that it's on my needles right now. The next thing that is on my needles, on my crochet hook, I should say, I'm going to just clarify to you that when I say needles, is because in Brazil we do not call the crochet hook a hook, we call it a crochet needle. So for me, it's hard to make the change in my head sometimes, so I keep calling it a crochet needle, which I mean crochet hook. So the next thing that is on my hook is the Rainforest Beanie, and it's by Positively Yarny, and it's on, I looked to see if it was on Ravelry, but I found on her website, which is positivelyyarny.com. I will post a picture here. I saw this hat at Sacred Sheep last year, and I fell in love with it. And then I'll show you the bundle that I bought, because right now, if I show you what I have, they are all on this little plastic bag, because I winded the bundle and I put numbers on them. This way I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. I am using a size 3 millimeters hook, and I am right here, and not, this is just the very top of the hat, and I'm not ready to start adding the colors yet, but you can see here on this picture how beautiful, how fun this is going to be. And I thought these colors are gonna be perfect for me to make a hat for either for my son or for my husband. I make a hat for my kids and my husband every year for Christmas, and I think that that is going to make a fabulous hat. So that's something that is on my needles and that I want to still finish before Christmas. The other thing I do also every year to put on my kids' stockings is I make little face wash and bath body wash cloth for them, and I am using a yarn that I absolutely love to use for this, and it is a Lion brand yarn, and I'm trying to find it. Oh, I had it right here, and I bought this yarn probably 5 years ago, so I am not sure if they still have it in the in their website, but it's called the Just Hemp by Lion brand. I bought in several different colors, and I make the little washcloths like this. This one is not finished yet, and it's round because I really prefer to have a round washcloth, but this year I made square ones for my kids. I made, this is a face wash and this is a body wash. So I make a little set and I give it to them on their stockings, and same here, and I just make a small one and a bigger one and put that on their stockings. I also always make something that I sew. I like to make things for my kids because I think that they really appreciate, they love it when I make that. So this is kind of, I have 2 finished ones, and then I will make some for my husband and for me, and I might even make one for my grandson this year because he saw mine the other day on the shower and he wanted to use it, so I think I can make some for him also. And I think that that will conclude what I am doing and what it's on my needles and what I finished for my crochet projects. Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Sacred Sheep that I went this year here in Portland, Oregon. And this is the 3rd year of Sacred Sheep, and I have gone since the very first year. It is a fiber festival here in Portland, Oregon, and is organized by Ritual Dyes team. Ritual Dyes is a very nice and fabulous yarn, and Rachel started that a long time ago, and I met her on the very beginning when she first started doing this, and I love supporting her. But she is a fabulous entrepreneur, and her yarn is absolutely gorgeous. I love Sacred Sheep because not only because it's local, but because of how she does it. And it's not a huge fiber festival, so it feels a little bit less overwhelming. And there's so many different and I met so many different and fun people there. I met new friends. I met some of you that have watched this podcast, and I was so happy about that. So some of the people that I saw and some of the vendors there were very, very known people. And Ritual Dyes was there, Wool Folk, the Farmer's Daughter, the Wandering Flock, and so many. I think this year there were 29 or 30 vendors. She also has several classes, and Andrea Maury was there, and I got to meet and talk with her. I was really hoping that I could see Caitlin Hunter because I was wearing my vest and wanted to just see her, but I didn't. But I did see my friend Carrie from Creative Obsession, Aaron from FiberHustle, and they give the best hugs ever. Hi guys, it was so fun to see you. And I also saw Seth Richardson. He is such a fun and nice person. His smile just lights up the room. I also saw two of you who watch my podcast, and I was so happy that I got to meet you in person. One of them was Kathy, and thank you, Kathy, for coming and saying hi to me. The other one was Tatiana, and thank you, Tatiana, for coming and saying hi. It was so fun to see you. The other person that I saw there was my friend Lauryl from Knit All the Things. She's also from here, from Oregon, and it was so nice to be able to hug you again, my friend. It was nice to see you. I saw so many other people. I will put footage here so you can see some of the festivals, some of the vendors, and so many good people and good yarn and other accessories and everything. I did not buy a lot this year, but I bought some things and wanted to show you what I got. I have so much yarn, and I'm trying really hard to knit a little bit, and I'm still just now starting to knit some of the things that I got last year. So I am not on a yarn ban, and I am not going to say I'm on a yarn diet, because every time I say that, I ended up buying something. But I really wanted to knit a little bit from my stash and did not buy too much more yarn this one time. But I do like to buy some of them and to support some of the people that are there. And I was looking for two specific things. I always like to buy the yarn that is the festival or the show color. And this year, I bought mine from Ritual Dyes. I always feel like I want to buy her yarn for the festival because since she puts this show together with her team, I like to support her also and support them. So I did get the Ritual Color show color, the Ritual Dyes show color, and that's the color is Marionberry, and I think I'm going to make a hat for myself with this. And this is I chose the DK, which is the Priestess, which is a 4-ply DK weight with Southwest fine merino wool, and it has 218 yards for 100 grams. And isn't this a fabulous color? I think it's gonna make a really fun hat. I still need to choose the pattern, but I am going to try to cast this on for my birthday in February. So this is one of the things I got. The other thing I got, I was really wanting to make a dark chocolate with a little bit of a burgundy tone to it. And I was able to find that at the Spinster's Daughter. And I bought the worsted weight one. This is, I got that at the Spin Cycle booth, and it's a 100% superwashed American wool. It has 200 yards per skein, and I bought the Aquemini color. I don't know if you can see the burgundy tone on this, but I have worked with this yarn already, and I love it. I loved it. So I'm also going to make a hat for myself, and probably right after I finish my sweater and all the hats that I want to finish and a pair of socks that I want to finish for my son for Christmas, then I'm going to make this one for myself. So, and the other thing that I bought is, I think it was last year or no, actually this was 2 years ago at the Yarn Crawl here in Portland, Oregon. I found this Magpie fiber Swanky DK, and the color was the Yarn Crawl color, which is called Garden Party. I want to make a CMC sweater with this yarn, but I did not have enough. And last year and at Flock Festival, I kept forgetting to bring this so I could buy a yarn that would complement. This time I brought the yarn, but I did not find, I really wanted all pink and couldn't find all pink, but I found this. And here in the camera is showing more cream, but it's a very, very light pink. And this one is the Swanky DK also, and the color is Stagbunny. And I think that if I interchange these two, and I don't know how much I'm gonna have to do that, but at least on the body of the sweater, I think, and especially in person, that it's going to be okay. And I think that I am going to be fine with these two colors. So probably for my birthday sweater, because I like to do a cast on for my birthday, I am going to make my CMC sweater with this. So I got 2 balls of this Magpie fiber Swanky DK, and this yarn is the content is 80% Southwest merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon, and it has approximately 250 yards for 115 grams, and it is super soft. I can't wait to be able to make this. So I think, friends, that's it for today. I have given you all the information on what I have been doing this month, other than the other million things to prepare for Christmas. If you still want to knit, if you want to knit or crochet something for Christmas this year, I have put 2 videos, my last 2 videos, with some ideas for you. Otherwise, I really hope that you are enjoying the beginning of the holiday festivities, that you are knitting, crocheting, crafting, and doing what makes you happy. Until I see you again, if you would leave me a comment, leave any suggestions, or let me know, or subscribe so the YouTube can bring more videos like this to you. I would so appreciate you. And I also wanted to say thank you so much. I have so many new friends here and so many people that have joined me in this channel, and I am so grateful for you. And to show you my appreciation for being here with me, I want to have a little gift for 3 of you to celebrate 3,000 subscribers. I am so happy to have over 3,000 of you here with me, some new subscribers, and I want to celebrate that with you. So I'm going to have 3 gifts, and all you need to do is post a comment with the word 3,000 and anything that you want to say, and to celebrate 3,000 subscribers. I will be giving one of you a red little tin. I used to sell this. I'm not selling it anymore, but I have a few that I have kept just to give away for a few people. And it comes with a little, all the things that you need to be able to take this with you when you're traveling, or to put on your bag. It comes with a tapestry needle. It comes with some light bulb stitch markers, which are my favorite. Comes with a little measuring tape and a little tool to help you fix mistakes, and a set of needle pointers. And they are all color coordinated, and I am going to be giving the red one because we are so close to the holidays. So I will be giving that to one of you. I'm gonna also include this beautiful BFL Adapt to Flowers from Baker's Wool, and it is such a beautiful color, and she has so many beautiful patterns that you can do the color pulling with this yarn. And it is a BFL 4-ply fingering, 100% superwash British blue-faced Leicester wool. It has approximately 400 meters or 437 yards to 100 grams or 3.5 ounces. And I thought these colors could be pretty festive because although it has some different colors, but this is a reddish pink, this is green, it has some blue on it. So since we are close to the holidays, but you can also, it also looks like a field of flowers when you have green and pink. And the last one will be this 2 balls of yarn, which will make a each one is about 50 grams, so it will make a pair of socks. These socks are from this sock yarn. It's from Premier, and it's one that it was Fruits is the series, and this one is the strawberries, but it's very, very festive also because it has all the reds and greens and a little bit of yellow and pink on them. But I think it would be a very cute pair of socks to make around the holidays. So on my next video, which gives you a week to choose to make a comment on this video, I will choose 3 people to send this gift to. And I just want again to thank you for being here with me, for being so gracious, for all the nice, wonderful comments, and for going on this journey with me. And I want to thank you today for being here with me. I love making these videos. I love knitting and crochet, and I love sharing that with you. So until I see you next time, thank you for being here. Ciao.